Now then, you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel and thank you for joining us again. It's much appreciated. Today we've got a nice little job to do. All it is swapping a toilet, but it's not a straightforward toilet swap. It is in fact one of these toilets where it's all built together and we have a basin that sits on top like so. So before we get started, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button as well. It really does help push the channel. And make sure you hit the notification bell to get notification every time we upload on the channel. So, toilet. It has a hot and cold feed going to it. We're only going to be feeding the cold. The customer is happy not to have hot water to that tap. It's only for rinsing your hands. It's in a little, it's an upstairs toilet, but it's only got the toilet in here. We have another bathroom over there, which doesn't have a toilet in, but has a shower in the basin. So for now, we're just gonna put this in here. So we've got this old amateur shank toilet to take out, which has seen better days. We've even still got lead in there, but hopefully we should be okay. That just elbows up. So what we'll probably do is get the water turned off. We get some sort of isolation valve, maybe down here so somewhere. There is a gap, luckily. He said it was a back to wall toilet, which I'm glad it's not because we've got a gap here now we can work with, and our feeds are at this right hand side here. On these toilets you do have two inlets, obviously one for your hot, one for your cold. Your cold goes directly into your fill valve, and then if you can just see down there, I don't know how well it's showing on the camera, to the right hand side at the back there's a connection where we connect our tap to, and then we've got our plug here which has a cap on it for our hot pipe. What we're going to do is we're going to connect our hot pipe to that, our hot flexi, because it comes with flexi on the taps, to that, and then this cap we've got here has a rubber seal in it. We're going to then put underneath on there, tighten that up, make sure we're nice and tight. What's this on here? Is it just a filter? Or is that a special thread? I don't know. We'll have to have a look. I think that's just a special thread. I'll probably get rid of that. There's no need for it, in my opinion. Just more connections that could possibly leak. So, let's get the water turned off, get some tools in, try to clear some space, we'll try to get some area to work with, and get that get the toilet out. Hopefully the screws aren't too rusted, and it should all just pull out of place. Tell me a kitchen fitter did the plumbing without telling me the kitchen fitter did the plumbing. So water, stop tap here, that's turned off now. So open the taps, water's off. So I'll head upstairs, flush the toilet, hopefully I've turned upstairs off as well. It's all off. So, what I'm going to do is spanner. Come on. Oh, bloody hell, tight. Going to need to be really careful with this pipe. Not force it in any way, because the last thing I want to do is cause a leak on that lead. Ideally it wants replacing all the way back, but we're not here for that, we're just swapping the toilet. So we'll get these two bolts out of there, and then we've got up to the floor. We've got two screws into the floor as well, and hopefully that should just pull straight forward. That out now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot to the merchants, because I've not got any. I was walking into the unknown here, so I've not brought anything with me. Need to go get a flexi. I think, yeah, we're probably going to do it on a flexi because I need to push it back into position. Flexi are for the inlet, and then a pan connector. Probably just going to go with a straight pan connector onto that and cut it back to length, I think. So, I'll shoot to the merchants, and I will be back in a second. And just like that, we are back. With the merchants, got a pan connector from McAlpine and a flexi isolator. So what we'll do is sort the waste out first of all. So just get that pushed onto there like so, and then tape measure. What we want to do is, for where we want our waste pipe to finish on our pan connector, and then just look down from the top of your pan. You're looking at roughly 70 mils, so 7 centimetres. I want it off the wall. Got a pencil. Move the kneeling mat because it's red outside of wearing shorts. So 70 off the wall brings me to there. What I'm going to do is just cut this back. That's that for there. Yuck. So that for there now, what we'll do is tape measure again. Back over here. And put our flexi onto there, like so. Don't need to tighten it up properly yet. So then what we're going to do is work out exactly off the floor how much copper we need. So it's 90 mil to the floor. So it's going to probably bend it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is run to the van, go get a press gun and some stuff to clean this pipe down with. Get an elbow pressed onto there with a bit of copper. Tighten it onto our flexi, and then we can push this toilet back into place. We need to snap the overflow out of the way, and then we can get it all connected up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no leaks. And then we can look at getting our sink made up. So with that in place now, isolated that, what I'm going to do is, sweating bucket for the spread out, what I'm going to do is turn the water off at the basin taps, head downstairs, get the water back on before we put the toilet in position. Keep hearing dog though. I think it's just the wind. Yeah, it's just the wind. Keep thinking someone's coming in. Right, turn them off. Get this turned back on. Fingers crossed I've not disturbed that lead pipe. Water's on now. Sounds promising. All looks okay. So I'll get all this cleared up here. Get that out of position first. Hopefully I'll just do that. For now, I'll get all this cleared out, get toilet in position, hopefully it pushes straight in. Before we do that, just remembered, I'm gonna give that plastic nut, that's the cap in the hot pipe, it's a little nip. Last thing we want is that leaking back there. So, pan connector on there, push toilet in. Little tip for you, if you put a toilet pan in and you're not sure where the pan connector's gone all the way in, you can look, get a torch, you can tend to look through the toilet seat hole, and you can see where you need to be. Don't know how well this is going to show. Let me get a torch on there. So what I did is I pushed it in and I put a pen mark on there, pulled it back out just to see if it had gone all the way in, which it had, which is a bonus. So push that into position, get our flexible pipe connected up. It's a plastic thread, which, as you know, they can be prone to cross thread. I am sweating buckets today. It's like one of the hottest days of the year. Wow. So get that pushed into position and then get the water on. Oh no, we won't put the water on yet. We'll probably get the sink piped up first before we put the water in. Then we're not messing around trying to pipe up these pipes with the water flowing out, because yeah, we have no choice. We have to put the tap in first, because if we don't, that connection for the cold feed is just going to spray out water and just not stop. Because obviously there's no float valve or no stop end there. So that's in there, connected up. Now we're going to make the sink up. So we've got a couple of more parts of this. Obviously you've got your button, goes in here as well. You've then got your what's the word I'm looking for? Waste kit. I couldn't think of the word then. So that goes in. We're not going to use any silicone or basin mitts or anything. That's just going to go in, because if it passes slightly, it doesn't really matter. It's going to go into the system. There's an overflow in there, which will overflow into the toilet, so it doesn't really matter. And no one's ever really going to be filling the sink up. Really, it's going to be literally used for rinsing your hands. So to be honest, you don't really need a push button, but it's got one anyway. And then obviously your extra long flexes, and they're never the best taps that come with these, but that's what it is. That's what comes with the toilet. It's a bit cheap and cheerful plastic tap sort of thing. So they're same as always, flexes on, and we've got a stupid barrel, but luckily we've got enough space at the side to be able to get in and tighten it up with a pair of grips. So let's get this made up. So when you're making a tap up, the flexes only need to be hand tight. You do not need to over tighten them. Just always before you put it in, make sure your washers are on there, because I've had it before where washers have been missing, and if you're rushing, it's easily missed. Believe me, I've done it. Through there, I need to put washer over. Hopefully I can get both nuts through this. Should be able to. Yep. I think I'll probably put it so it faces the centre of the basin. That way around. Give that a nip up, and then after that, moving on to our waste. That off there. Get rid of this blue plastic. Foam washer underneath. Pop that in. Just make it back up and give it a nip up. There's no trap on this because the water literally just goes into the system and then flushes through the toilet. I've got a splinter in my finger and it's killing. Nip up, it's plastic so you don't want to over tighten it. And then last but not least, we've got our button, which just pops through like so. Put your chrome cover over there, and then your back nut just tightens up and tight, like so. And there we go, we've got our sink all made up, ready to go. So we'll pop that in position now and struggle like mad getting these flexes connected, because it's not the easiest job in the world. On here, you can see obviously the fill valve is on the left hand side. We've got our flush valve in the middle. Because of the shape of the basin, you're limited to which side your taps can go out. So they can go at this side, and I've just realised something. Is that going to work with the windowsill? Please work. It's not gonna. Oh dear. Didn't even think about that. And I bet the customer hasn't either. Can't even get it to pop underneath just to see if it'll go all the way back, which, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna. Oh dear. Right, we'll have to give the customer a ring and see what to do about this windowsill, because it's in the way. Fancy was, cut it out. I'll sort it out later. Obviously he's renovating the whole house, so this is just to get him on for now. I've got a feeling he's probably going to end up retailing this or boarding it out or something, so he'll just redo the windowsill when it comes to doing that. So, toilet, where have I put the bloody basin now? There it is. Right, let's get the basin sat in position. Let me show you something like that to see how it looks. Looks smart. It's very handy for a downstairs toilet or a small toilet like this. It's a bit of a space saver. So what we need to do now is, which is probably the most difficult part of the job, is to connect the hot and cold up inside the cistern. Can be a bit fiddly. What I like to do is remove the flush valve, one less thing to work around. Then we'll try not to drop that. Get you at a bit of a better angle. Can you see now? Let's have a look. Something like so. Hot and colds. Got my cold here and my hot there. What I'm going to do first of all is try connect up my cold feed, because that's the one that's at an angle, which can be a bit awkward to get to. So just, I'm going to be in a plastic thread. It's so easy to that's in. Surely that comes out there. No, maybe not. It does. That moves to there. So awkward to get to. Threaded. Right, lock that back in place. Oh, there it is, lock back in place. And then same with your hot, that just then to the side just goes onto there, which not going to get used anyway because it's capped off underneath, not connected, but you have got the option there if you wished it. So just hand tight, and then I think who's ringing me now? Right, we're on. So with that all in there now, what we need to do is just, oh no, I don't. I need to put the flush valve back in. That just slots in, and then you need about 8 arms to do anything on with these. That's the only one of the downsides. Just hold it up like so, and get the flush valve clicked into position, and then you've just got to hope that your flexes aren't going to stop your flush valve, your fill valve from shutting off, really, because there's that much going on. I don't think they should, but you just never know. So what we'll do is just drop that into position now. There we go. Is that in? There we go. Just pop it off the wall a little bit. The sheer weight of these holds these down. There's no fixing points. What we might do is just squirt a little blob of silicone at the back here, nothing much, and then once the floor goes down, we'll get the floor fitter to just put a bead of silicone around the bottom to hold it in place, because usually you'd have fixing points at the side and there is none, so you're a bit shafted with that. So what we're going to do, let's get that out of the way and get our isolation valve, which you should still be able to access. Turned on. So we have water filling up. I'm going to let that fill up, make sure it shuts off first before running any water through the tap. Fingers crossed it works. It's got exactly what we're going to do and not shut off. It's the only thing with these, if there's that much going on and flexes, just don't shut off until... So I'm going to have a little fiddle around with this, try and get it so the flexes aren't in the way of the flush valve, and then we can hopefully test it out properly. So fingers crossed, just by moving the flexi to the other side of the fill valve, it's not resting on top of the fill valve anymore, and it's shutting off. That's in there now. So check that shuts off. Look like it is. Put my hand down the back, checking all the joints, flexible pipes and all the rest of it, making sure everything's dry, which it looks like it is, and then we can test the water out. You can see there now, we're that's going to fill up the system to the overflow, and it'll start coming out of the pan in a second. The toilet is filling up, so usually your toilet will be full. That's shut off now. The fill valve, so now it's sending more of the flow up to the tap, and it should start going through. I'm not lying, it's going to come. I'm telling you, anytime now it's going to come out of there, and it's going to confirm what I'm saying. There we go. It just fills up to the overflow and then pours out. But yeah. All done and dusted. Just get the toilet seat in now, which I'm praying to God is top fixings and not bottom fixings, because I don't want to take that out. Let's have a look. Yeah, top fixings. So all you have to do with these, when you're a newbie, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Opened up. Put our chrome covers to the side for now, and then you've got this rubber bung which pushes through your holes like so. It's a bit awkward, you got to sway it through on both sides. Go on, squeeze through. There we go. Then what happens then is when you tighten up the screw, it compresses that rubber bung and clamps it to the toilet. It's really simple design. They're not the best, to be honest. I'm yet to find a good quality toilet fixing. Eventually, because of the movement, people are sitting on toilets over a period of a year or so, they just make their way loose. I've not yet come across one that's never comes loose ever, because like I said, there's just too much movement. So we'll get this fitted in, double check everything, fingers crossed we've got no leaks. All done and dusted, test it out, get tools into the van, and we're all done. Send a picture over to customer, let them know we're done, get invoice, send it over, or free trade out, It's quick, easy, and free, which is always a bonus. But I might be looking for a new one. I've had a bit of a fallout with Trade Help. Long story, but I might look for a different software. If anyone's got any recommendations, drop us a comment below. If you've got any questions about what we've done, why we've done something here, if you want any advice, let us know, drop us a comment. I'll get back to each and every single one of you. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know this is probably a short one, but we can't do full bathroom renovations every day of the week. So make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you drop a comment, hit the notification bell. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on the road to 15k. It is free. There is no charges. Just sign into YouTube, click that subscribe button, and it's very much appreciated. So I'll see you guys next time.